What's up, Internet? My name is Bobby, and with me is Chase. We are 2/3 of the casual hour, and if you give us just a little bit of time, we'll let you know if Pepper Grinder is worth even more of your time. Chase, are you ready to grind some peppers?
Love to grind.
What do you know about this game?
I know very little. I know it's a Devolver-published game, and that's one of the reasons we're generally excited about it.
Yeah.
Or we're excited about it before it released, because we just tend to like a lot of the games that...
We like the house style that they bring.
Yeah, like I think Devolver finds a lot of really cool games and helps them come to fruition.
Yeah.
It's a side scroller.
Yeah, side-scroller puzzle platformer.
Okay, but that's about all I know.
Yeah, I think it's out on PC and Switch, $15, right?
Mm-hmm. Developed by RX. I think that's how you pronounce it. AHRECH.
Yes.
And then co-developed by MP2 Games, who has co-developed a lot of pretty cool stuff. Baba Is You.
Ooh. Hey, we know that one.
Iconoclast. I think you played Iconoclast.
I really like that one, yeah.
Yeah. Not a Hero. I remember that one. Yeah, good handful of pretty neat games, and they co-developed this one as well.
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the first level, because that'll be a pretty good way for us to talk over it, and we'll go from there. The gist of it so far is that you land, you're either a pirate or you're with pirates. You land, and your treasure was stolen by ex-pirates and maybe somebody who's a bit more mythical. But this is a standard go and get these coins, get a high score, share that stuff, and move forward. There are some upgrades that you can get along the way that you'll find a shop to go into to do that. But for the most part, it's all about hitting, I don't want to say it's like a flow state, but you are a character, Pepper, that has this drill that you can use to navigate through the world. It's also your ability to protect yourself, to attack, but you might find some areas that you can bust into like that there.
Okay, some Castlevania-y kind of stuff.
Yeah, push down to drop through, hold down and attack, and then you're going to find some areas that look like this. That's where the game really takes off. So you can start to drill through, and when you're in the sand, you have just an incredibly buttery smooth experience happening.
Yeah, you get a little bit of faster in the sand, which is kind of cool.
I did a little move there, so if I just came out of the sand, it would look like that. But when you're in it, you get a turbo boost that gives you a much higher velocity coming out of there. So then you can just keep kind of chaining together these areas. If you don't land on the ladybugs, who are jump pads, you get into some fun little discovery. So in this one, I found game feel wise, there's a part of Ori where you get to start to go through sand in a similar way, but I think a lot of the game reminds me a lot of Celeste, which I was a big fan of.
Sure,
I don't know if you ever played it fully, but
yeah, I played some Celeste. I get where you're coming from here. Like, especially there's one mechanic in Celeste, like these kind of starry jello things that are just in the air, and that you zoom through, that you like turbo boost through. And this, I don't think you have any analog control when you go through those. It's kind of just you're in and you're out.
Correct.
But yeah, this one has a little bit more analog control. It actually, I don't know why I keep getting this vibe. It's from a few different things. The map really reminded me of like the Yoshi's Island map.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
Even like there's parts of Yoshi's Island where Yoshi turns into like a mole drill kind of thing and drills through some of the environment. So I also just like collecting a certain amount of coins within the level, like special coins. All of this feels like very Nintendo coded.
Yeah, I think that's a very fair assessment. Well, I got it paused. Upper left-hand corner, that's your health. That gauge, that little circle donut, that's your boost. And at the bottom of the screen, you have these, I guess it's called like Lost Claim, or that might be the level we're in. Medallions. There's 5 to a level. Those are actually a currency that you can use at the shop.
Okay.
But you can always go back and get more of them. I missed the second one here. So
I do always like that mechanic too of, hey, there are 5, and we're not just telling you there are 5. We're telling you that if you've collected the third one, you missed where the second one was. Yep. So you can kind of start to gauge in your brain of, oh, it must have been in this part of the level where I missed wherever that second.
That's very Nintendo-esque.
Yes,
too.
Absolutely.
These lanterns act as your check mark. So
Okay.
from there, you can come back. There are enemies. They can hurt you. Again, this is just the tutorial level, so it's really guiding you through it. But I thought it would be nice for our viewers and you to kind of get a vibe of what this is. There are health power-ups you can grab in the form of radishes or other root vegetables, it looks like. There's
Now, when some of that sand a little further back was blue,
where was that?
There you
There?
go. Yeah.
That's a saying to jump.
Okay, so that's just signposting. That's not giving you turbo.
Yep, you get a little bit of a blue indicator when you use your power-up. Oh, shit.
Okay, yeah, that's what kind of made me think of it. It was like, oh, are they trying to do like a color thing of this is turbo also?
Yes. That is telling you to get to it. Now, I will tell you, so far, I've gotten into the second world. I'm in like the first level of it. There's also a little cool stuff to interact with your
Oh yeah,
your
that's
drill.
some Sonic the Hedgehog shit right there.
There are boss battles that are pretty challenging, especially out of the gate. But I've heard that this game really jumps in difficulty.
Okay,
So I don't
can
know.
believe that.
It's only like a 4 to 5 hour game, which is also very appealing for a lot of us that play a lot of video games. You're going to find other hidden things like I just did. And there's a weird giant back there, which I like. I like that guy quite a bit.
He looks good. I like that dude.
You'll see some of this area that if you've played a video game before, you can probably drill into it, and that's where you really got one of those coins. So we'll hop back down here, go through. We'll wrap up this level. I think the big thing that stands out for me, is the style, of course. We've talked a lot about the influences that it wears on its sleeves, but I think this game feels very good. And games like this kind of live and die by their game feel, and this one nails it. I think I even said on the show, it's got the juice, and I stand by that statement. You get some little mini boss stuff like this. So you want to take out this nest. Beneath it, you're going to see some medallions letting you know how many you've got. I knocked all those out. I then pick up a key attachment, and that's how you unlock and progress forward. So we'll just keep screwing through the sand here. Got another spot that I want to grab.
Love to screws.
Love the screw in the sand. Anakin doesn't, but we like it.
That's the name of a drink.
Yes.
Screw on the sand, right? That's
Screw in the sand.
Yeah.
And you beat the level by raising your flag again.
Of course. Because that's Why wouldn't you do that?
Correct. So that's
Although you did say like they're pirates, so like raising a Jolly Roger is kind of a
100%
cool touch. Yeah.
So the other thing I'll call out is the shop. Let's pop in there really quick. So there's 2 gotcha machines in the shop. This one here, which is 200. You can see inside of them. It's all the same in the red one. Up in the upper right, I have 6,426. If I grab this one by using my drill, that's going to get me one of those gotchas for 200. That gives you a temporary health boost. So I actually spent the 800 here and did that to go and fight my first boss. And thankfully I did, because that gave me double my health. But then at the end of it, I had lost those 4, so they're not going to come back. Over here, I can't remember which one this is. Let's grab one just for the sake of the quick look. A sticker. So there is a sticker book. Where's that at? Sticker page. Well, let me grab a book here. I'll go ahead and use some of this. Actually, I wanted to grab a wig while we're here too. I don't know if these give us any power-ups, but I have 5 coins to test it out with. So out of those 4, which one do you want me to grab? They're all the same amount.
Let's go the one on the far right.
Okay. So I don't know what that just did for us. And I know that we got a sticker. I'll go ahead and buy one of these sticker pages.
Okay.
Actually, I'll buy 2 of those. So now I've got those. Let's see if that's an option when we get over to the main menu here.
Yeah, there you go. X or start.
There we go. So now we have this. This is where you can change and do some cool photo mode stuff. So I have different filters I can apply. like CRT stuff, it looks like. Mm-hmm. And then I can go through and change the filter, hide the UI.
Did you take this photo of this area, or is this
No,
just
this
like
is
a
the
stock
photo book that we got.
Yeah,
So
but like this is just like a stock background that they gave you.
yep, and then I can place this anywhere.
This is very silly, but I kind of like it.
Yeah. So you can buy and find more stickers. I don't know. Oh, that's music that plays with it.
It's like it's like we made a level creator, except we don't let you create. We don't let you keep the levels or like actually make the levels. You just get to make a little scene.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the sticker page, and I bought 2 new sticker pages for that. Let's hop over to the new world.
Hit start. Change your hair.
Oh, cool.
Your options button or something.
Yes. So that's that, and it's a jacket. Okay.
Oh,
So we bought
I see.
the brown jacket, and let's do the green one. So it looks like it's purely cosmetic. Not going to give us
Yeah.
anything else with it, but
That's
still
fine.
neat little things there. So second overworld, we'll hop into the lava region.
That guy looks friendly.
I think we're going to kill him. I guess we can't kill him. What's he have to say? Can you talk to me? Nobody wants to talk to me? All right. Let's just dig.
It's just destroy your shit and then leave.
Yeah, I don't like your shop anyway. But I think one thing I'll call out here, we're playing this on PC right now. I've been playing this pretty much outside of this recording on my ROG Ally.
Yeah.
And really enjoying this as a handheld game. I think it makes a hell of a lot of sense in that that form factor. So we start to introduce some new, like, okay, these are going to go into lava. You have to be a little bit more twitchy. As I took a hit there. Mm-hmm. We're going to have to wait. All right. So even here, like, I think there's a little bit of a skill jump up. Like, you haven't had to be this precise in the last world.
Yeah. Yeah, this is cool.
Yeah, man. Oh, whoa.
Okay.
New enemy type,
Hey, buddy.
too. That looks like something I can grab.
Hey, nice.
I've been up there. So clearly I haven't gotten past this world yet, so you've all been spoiled by that. Chase, what's your affinity for these kind of... I don't think this is as twitchy as some of the other ones I've played, but what do you think about games like this in general?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of other games that I would kind of put in this category. I never played Ori, so
Okay.
I don't really have any affinity one way or the other.
I think Ori was a little bit more Metroidvania, but still game feel wise, like movement wise, especially later game.
Yeah.
You got a little bit of this there.
I mean, I would say platformers are not necessarily my favorite genre.
Sure.
I mean, I like my Marios and my Sonics just fine, but it's, you know, I'm much more of like a turn-based RPG kind of guy. But it's real good when the game is smooth and feels awesome.
Yeah.
And
when it hits,
and this
it hits,
feels
right?
like it's absolutely. Like there's some times where that's exactly what you're looking for, and sometimes you get that. And this one, I'm pardon the pun, I'm digging what's going on here.
I also think, on our podcast, we talk a lot about just finding new things to talk about, getting through it. I know you recently have been through some very long video games myself.
Yeah.
I just hit 80 hours on Dragon's Dogma 2. We tend to play long games sometimes, and it's nice to have a bit of a palate cleanser.
Totally.
And I think that's what Pepper Grinder here can be. I'm not going to show any more of this because it is a puzzle game, and I think there's something to be said about figuring this out on your own. We've talked about one of the early levels. We showed you a second world level. We showed you the store. The one thing I did not talk about was this here. It's 1A. So back at the shop, that's one of the reasons I had such low coin count. There was a key that you could buy right here for 10. And when I got that key, it unlocked this bonus world over here. And there's some cool stuff that happens in there that's a little bit different than what you would expect from the standard fare that you would have played so far into it.
And so you only need, if you just want to play the video game, you don't need to collect any of the side coins. But
No.
getting those extra coins allows
Ties
you to
directly
open up.
into here. And so far it's
Sure.
been the sticker book. Like this stuff here I would say is more important so far.
Right, and that's just the normal currency that you
Yeah, stuff you're picking up when you're going through the sand. So there I have seen some stuff ahead that like your drill will go into more things. So that could be, you know, a vehicle, could be a weapon. Pick your poison. It'll be one of those things there for sure.
Sure.
But yeah, this has been Pepper Grinder, and what I've shown you so far. Again, it's a 4-hour game, so I don't want to show a lot. You kind of get the vibe of what this game's going for. It's a ton of style, what you would expect from a Devolver joint. Game feels there. It's tight. It's got great mechanics. I think it's very approachable for being a platformer in this day and age. And I think there's 4 worlds, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
That's how they do it.
Yeah, I think I would absolutely play this, and I plan to at some point. You're right. I am kind of just looking. I need to find a time for that palate cleanser game, but this seems like it'll be it once I get to that point.
If you enjoy this, we do play games sometimes like this on stream, typically on Mondays and Fridays. If you're on YouTube, like and subscribe because we do live stream on YouTube also, but we do most of our stuff over on Twitch. We have a podcast where our other co-host Johnny joins us on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Central. That's the standard time throughout the week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 p.m. Central, twitch.tv/casual hour, and right here on YouTube. We put up a couple quick looks a week. We record a podcast. We publish that podcast wherever you listen to them, and we play games with you and with friends in our community. Chase, I think Pepper Grinder is worth your time. $15 is a very low ask when it comes to monetary commitment. And I think there's a lot of cool stuff to do here, especially if you're competitive. You can go for like leaderboard shit. You can try and get all the little coins in each world. There's enough to keep you coming back for more, I think, in a game like this, for sure.
Yeah, I think Pepper Grinder is worth its salt.
Hey. Oh, I see what you did there. Condiment
I'm a
talk.
genius. I'm a comedy man.
Chase, thanks for hanging out with us. And for you viewers out there, thanks for watching us. We'll be back with more quick looks very soon.